So technically, I guess it's better than the Khaki King. Hey guys, it's Alex with Hammond Watch. Here today with the Hamilton Khaki Field. It's the H704450. It's an extremely attractive 38mm field watch out of the Khaki lineup, so it's very closely related to the Khaki King, which is 40mm and has the crown guards and the day complication, and that whole line of watches is tremendous. This comes in a couple of different variants. You can get it in a larger 40mm size. They also do Khakis where you lose some of the dial texture but gain a color like blue or brown or green. But really, all of the watches offer a pretty similar package. We'll run through the sizing real quick. So it is a 38mm case, and then you have a very nice thin profile at 10.8mm. Your lug tip to lug tip is 47, but if you fold the strap in and get closer to the actual spring bar placement, you'll find that the effective lug to lug is a lot closer to 44.75. You have a nice signed crown, and being that you have such a thin profile at 6.5mm, it really does feel oversized. Great gripping, a pleasure to operate. And then you move over and you'll find a very traditional 20mm lug, so you're not going to have any problem with strap changes. This is not the stock strap. It's a Barton sailcloth from the earlier run, so it's a little bit separated, but these watches come on a traditional just Hamilton leather strap. If you've ever seen one in any other video, they're all relatively the same thickness and the same kind of texture. They're not bad. I just think that you can swap in a different strap and get a little bit more comfort right away, and maybe save it for resale later if you're kind of a serial flipper like I am. The case back is screwed down, helping to provide that 100 meters of water resistance, and it is a display case back, so you can see the H10 Movement. Now the H10 Movement is based on the ETA C07111, which is based on the 28242. They just take the movement and slow it down so that they can stretch the power reserve out to 80 hours, just trying to make it a little bit easier for kind of day-to-day use. It is a hacking and hand-winding movement, so when the crown is all the way engaged, you spin it and you can feel the watch winding up. If you pull it out to set the hour and minute hand, you'll notice the seconds hand stops, and that's just for precise time setting. That's pretty convenient when you're trying to judge how many seconds a day your watch is losing and you don't have a time grapher. Stated accuracy on these is about plus or minus 15 seconds a day. They don't really publish that anywhere, but if you look around, you'll find it in some of the watch groups and forums that's kind of the standard operating area. So the dial is really handsome. You have a nice minute and seconds track running around the outside with lume at each hour index. As you move inwards, you'll see there's a nice circular pattern underneath the 12-hour numerals. It really helps to divide it and keep it separate from the 24-hour set a little bit tighter in. You also have a really nicely executed date window. And probably my favorite part about the watch is this handset. The seconds hand runs all the way out to the seconds track and has a nice little splash of red for contrast. And the hour and minute hands both hit their respective tracks as well. I love the design of kind of the needle tip because it allows for the hour hand to touch each of the numerals without completely covering up the 24-hour set. And it just shows some great attention to detail. I like that they loomed all the numerals around the dial as well as put a little dot pip behind each one. It really helps with the low light visibility. Hamilton's not really a brand that's trying to have their watches glow throughout the night. It's a little bit more for practical use. As the sun goes down and into the early hours of the evening, you're going to have visibility, but really not much beyond that, and that's exactly what they're shooting for. So here's the watch on my 7.5 to 7 3/4 inch wrist. You'll see, it's smaller, but at the same time, it's not undersized and doesn't look awkward on my wrist at all. It wears very close, it's very light and comfortable, and I think overall just a great package. So when you start looking to buy one of these watches, check Ashford first. They do 10% off all the time and have a rotating stock, but every now and then they do 20% off and you can really pick up some killer deals. Joma Shop was the cheapest I found today. These were $3.99. Look around though, there's always coupon codes. One of the most popular is 25% off of a watch that's $300 or more, so you can certainly save a little bit there. And I think these watches absolutely justify that cost. Especially these, the 38 and the 40 millimeter of this particular watch, both offer 100 meters of water resistance, where the Hamilton Khaki King is only 50. I wear it on leather, so it really doesn't matter. I'm not doing any swimming or water sports, but still at the end of the day, I think we'd all prefer to have just that little bit of extra security in the back of our head. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing. I'm putting out watch content about twice a week, and I hope to see you in the next one.